the origins of Yura Rikudou. Dullahan origins. Let's see. Okay. This is long. Okay, it's 7 page long, guys. We're in for a ride. You didn't like it? Okay, let's go for this. Seriously. So, how did I become a Dullahan? Wait, we need like dramatic music for this, right? Okay, let's stop this one, and we're gonna use the dramatic music from my from my BGM. I forgot what title it's called. Let me listen to it. Dramatic BGM. Oh, I think it's this one. Oh no. What's it called again? No. No. Which one is it? I'm looking for the BGM. Okay, I think this one would work. Let's do this one, right? This one will work, right, guys? We'll do this one. So, how did I become a Dullahan? Are you sure your mind is ready for such an adventure? Well, okay. My story begins in the year 2086. I was just your average 23-year-old Mega Tokyo Peritology college student back then. Or, hey, serious. Or, I will be. It's hard to explain from my perspective. Anyways, I was one of the lucky few students to be accepted into an international dig in rural Ireland. I had never been outside of Japan before, and my English wasn't the best. But I did have a good plan to get through the trip if I didn't understand anyone. Just smile, face down, eyes up, and say, yes, sorry, thank you. A really cute boy named Tsukasa taught me that trick. Oh wait, how's the audio? Is it too loud? Okay, it's nice. He said it's off any drama you might get caught in. Looking back at it now, I wonder if he had actually been to a place that spoke English. When we landed in Dublin, Professor Okada got myself and 3 other students a rental car to drive us to the dig site. The remains of an entire herd of Velociraptor, all preserved under layers of clay that had recently been discovered with the latest nano-solar radar. I couldn't help but be in awe at these amazing creatures, left fossilized for millions of years. Oh wait, I realized something. I'm facing the wrong way, you guys didn't tell me. No, I was facing the wrong way. This is better, right? Now I'm facing the right way. That evening, we stayed in a small town. Myself and my classmates, Riki and Yuki, had our first authentic Irish bar experience. And they had karaoke. I couldn't say no to that. I couldn't wait to try Irish karaoke, even if I couldn't pronounce half the words. Would you like to have a pot of gold? Okay. Lobster, what do you mean? I think I need to, go back. I need to play this. Eventually, however, my lungs couldn't sing anymore. So we stepped outside to get some fresh air. No one else was in the parking lot, and it was a nice reprieve for my ears. Then in a snap, my life changed. As the car drew past the pub, its back window was smashed from the inside. "Help!" yelled a young boy from the car as it drove past. I was in shock because I didn't know what to do. I left my holophone in the hotel. My English wasn't good enough to tell people what happened, and I missed the license plate off the car. But then I noticed A parked motorbike, a very vintage one at that. It was modified 2015 Honda NM4. The sort of bike that's easily hot-wired by a holophone. And someone left his key in the ignition. Looking back at it now, it was as if someone had left it there for me. Without thinking it through, I jumped on the bike, turned it on and chased the car. Vintage! Eventually, the car parked in the middle of nowhere. There was nothing but forest. A man about 40 years old took a young boy out of his car. His hands and feet were tied up with ziplocks. The man carried the young boy into the forest. "Daddy, why?" cried the boy, just as I caught up to the car and chased after the man. Nani shitteru no? I yelled as I dismounted the bike and chased the pair, crossing a rope bridge that went over a fast-moving river. "Stay back," he said to me. "You stay back," he said to me. "You don't understand what I need to do." Of course I couldn't understand him at that time. Despite carrying a child, he was faster than me. I gave chase as fast as I could. He eventually stopped in what appeared to be an open grove with a large altar in the middle, where he placed the tied-up boy. He then left the boy and ran in a different direction. "Don't help him," he said to me as he ran away. "It's for the greater good." "Watashi wa anata o tasuke desu. He said to him, Watashi wa anata o tasuke desu. What do you mean? I said to him as I ran up to the altar and tried to free him from the binds. That's when I heard a noise I will never forget, because it left a cold feeling in my throat. The last thing I could ever feel in my throat. A horrifying horse neigh, and the sound of galloping coming right towards me. "Mr. Dullatales!" the boy said. "Dullatales?" he said in fear as a horseless man on horseback came right at me with a sword in his hand, ready to strike. I noticed a stone tablet on the altar. Thinking quickly, I grabbed it and used it to block his sword strike as he came right past us. The force of the sword knocked me back, but I wasn't hurt. The boy got free from his binds and jumped off the altar. "Run! Run! I said to him in Japanese. "Run!" I said to him in Japanese. The horseman started to turn his horse around, coming for another attack at me. I ran for the rope bridge I had crossed to get here. I had heard that the headless horseman didn't like to cross bridges according to American stories. I thought I could be saved there. I wasn't. I heard a galloping on the wooden bridge right behind me. As I got halfway across the bridge, my whole world started spinning upwards and upside down. The next thing I saw was the headless body of a young woman wearing the same outfit I was wearing. It was my body. Dun, dun, dun. My head has been cut off, and I was falling off the side of the bridge. My head landed in the water as I felt like everything started to fade to black. The last thing I saw was a large school of fish in the water nibbling at my head, thinking I was food. Somehow, the sight of the fish biting me was more horrifying to me than the man that attacked me. The darkness, then light, but not heaven light. Instead, I awoke to see that I was lying on a tree stump. At least my head was. My body was nowhere to be seen, But what I did see mesmerized me. The night forest was lit up in a calm blue bioluminescence light. And before me were 3 beautiful women, all in glowing white dresses. I joined a cult. The closest one to me lifted up my head and set my disembodied head upwards on the stump. Welcome, Yura Rikudou, the woman who picked me up said. I am Sarivan. My magic is what now keeps you alive. Amazingly, I understood her words, even though she was speaking in English. I am Bab. Oh wait, I forgot. Voices. I am Sarivan. My magic is what now keeps you alive. Amazingly, I understood her words, even though she was speaking in English. I am the. I don't have enough voices, guys. I am Ba, said the woman to her left. My magic is what resurrected you from the verge of death. Oh god, I don't have enough voices. And I am Matcha, said the last woman. Your lone defiance against Crumdub inspired me to choose you to be our champion. I was so confused. Champion? What is going on? I said. Where is my body? It was only then I realized I was speaking English. I was so confused. All I can say for now, young one, Sarivan started, is that your body is gone, taken by the Dark One, as was regrettably the young boy. What is Barb's voice again? Crumdub started Barb. The one who attacked you had used the boy's heart and your heart as sacrifice to the open pits of the underworld. This day marks the beginning of the final days on Earth. I hate this. What am I doing? I said, a strange cross of Nani and what? Noah? But not all is lost, said Matcha, for you have demonstrated the strength to fight back against his Dullatales. It is therefore your destiny to stop Crumdub, that's how I pronounce his name, and save your world as our Dullatales, our champion. Me? I said, but how? He cut off my head! Bab. I hate Bab's voice. Maybe I can give her like a lesbian voice. You're almost to the end. I'm gonna give her like, your old body is lost forever. Devastated out her hands after her sides of her head. But you will take this body into battle. Devastated lifted her own head off her shoulders. The neck on her body disappeared and gave way to a burning calm blue flame. What voice? I don't know. What? I said I can't take your body before I can take your body before I could finish. The headless body picked me up. In that instant, a strange blue light covered my head. My hair changed to a glowing sky blue color. My eyesight was so good I could see in the dark. And now I had control of Barb's body. Barb's head started to transform. It turned into a full-body eagle. Do not trouble yourself, Bard, said Sarivan. I'm really pronouncing your names really wrongly, for she will gain and body anew in time. Yura Rikudou, champion of Mega Tokyo, as the new Dullatales. You will inherit her goddess abilities, including eternal life. But you will need to train yourself to face Crumdub, for you are not ready to fight him. Unfortunately, you do not have the luxury of time to face him. I tried to place my head on this new body, but the new body lacked a neck and it wouldn't stay in place. Who's this? Oh, Deborah. We have decided to send you into the past to give you enough time to prepare for your battle against Crumdub. crumb dumpling? I don't know. Oh, said Servant. In time, you will learn how to balance your head on your flame. Hey, wait, you're going to send me back to the past? I said, don't I get a say in this? I noticed the skies above me started to glow bright red, with what appeared to be millions of ghostly figures flying through the sky. There was also a large explosion in the distance. Then another. Kaboom! And another. Kaboom! There is no hope for your world if you decide to stay in this time, said Servant as she handed me a 5-sided triangle blue crystal. I am sorry, but we do not have time to debate this. Serpent continued, as the new Dullahan, this prism will guide you to lower. As the new Dullahan, the prism will guide you on your journey. Its first ability will allow you to resurrect any deceased creature to use as your mount. Use it wisely. As she continued to Eagle started, but better not talk. I hate her voice. Started to fly, circling me, and Servant and Matcha lifted their hands above their heads. White light started to envelope me. Hang on, I've got so many questions. Like, how will I learn how to use these goddess powers? In battle, said Matcha. It will all come to you naturally. Before I knew it, I was completely enveloped in a white light. When it subsided, I was back in town, not too far from where our dig site was situated. But not how I last saw it. The cars parked in the streets looked like they were from hundreds of years ago. Thankfully, it was the middle of the night and no one else was around. I did notice a newspaper front page on the side of the window. It reads, British and American troops continue to push into France. June 12, 1944. 1944? The goddesses sent me back too far. What am I supposed to do? I then noticed one of the newspapers flying through the wind along the ground. It was a cartoon that showed a really outdated racist depiction of an American and Japanese soldier trying to scare each other. Suddenly, I realized I was in a very bad spot. A Japanese girl on foreign land during World War II. Never mind the fact that I was still holding my head under my arm. I didn't know islands stand during WW2 World War II, WWE. I'm sorry, serious. But I knew I had to get away from these people. I ran out of the city and into the forest. The blue flame from my body provided perfect lighting. And even though I was running, I never got tired. Eventually, I found myself on a hill, where my dig site could be in the future. And further down the hill, I could see the ocean. My enhanced eyesight allowed me to see very well at night. But in the bay, there was something that grabbed my attention. Submarines docked along the shoreline, with soldiers in grey pouring out. German U-boats. They were Nazis. Oh no, you're gonna sleep now. You're not gonna finish the story. Oh, what? Who says it's almost done? There's like 4 pages left. That was not supposed to happen. I knew history said the Nazis never made landfall on Island. But iron sounds like iron. But if they're here now, oh god, America and Britain just sent most of their men into Europe with their defenses to the west. If the Nazis used Ireland to launch an attack on Britain from the west, they would be completely blindsided. It would change the course of the war. I now knew why the goddesses sent me back to this time. I couldn't let the Nazis win the war in a surprise attack. I remember the blue prism Saravan gave me. He said it will allow me to resurrect any dead creature as my mount. And I knew exactly what I needed. As I held it to the ground, it started to glow. I think I will call you Big Julius, I said as a claw started to emerge from the ground. This being 11 is a Nazi commander with his troops supervising his men. That's where it was in 11. The commander was frozen in fear as a velociraptor raptor pounced on top of him, digging his talons into his chest, with me riding on the raptors. Julian's a raptor! Okay, guiding him. I leaned over and grabbed his fallen MP-40 submachine gun. Then my raptor charged at the rest of the Nazis. What's that? Yelled another soldier as the rest of the men opened fire at me. Fortunately, my raptor, Big Julius, was very fast, and they couldn't hit me. I fired back at the soldiers on raptor back with the semi-automatic weapon I picked up. A whole group of them fell to the ground as my raptor stopped to change direction though. The sharpshooter on a motorbike took a shot at me. I saw the bullet coming towards my chest, and it bounced right out, leaving me unaffected. My raptor charged at the soldier that fired at me as he tried to reload. So happy! So happy! Oh no! This is a fever dream! This is the Iron Sky Swamp! He yelled as Big Julius closed his jaws around his face, knocking his motorcycle over. I saw more men coming out of the boat top hatch and fired upon them. Julius flung the headless body of his victims into the air, and I noticed he had a bag of dynamite on him. The U-boats using my flames between my shoulders. I lit the dynamite stick and threw one into each of the U-boat top hatches as Big Julius ran along the shoreline. They exploded one by one. I had single-handedly stopped the secret Nazi invasion of Island. Unfortunately, the victory was short-lived. A piece of metal debris from one of the U-boats fell through the air and impelled Big Julius. No, Julius! I fell off my mount. I ran back to him and tried to help him, but it was too late. His body disintegrated into dust that was taken by the wind. In my first battle, I have lost my mount. Great. No, Julius, Big Julius! I don't know what's going on. The Nazi never tried to invade Ireland again, but Ireland remained neutral during the war, never knowing how close they were to being conquered. At least its neutrality could mean I would be safe here. I then noticed the prism I was given started to glow. With my left hand holding my head under my arm, I used my right hand to take out the crystal. Too more pages. This is really long. Let me drink water. I'm so tricky and stuff. Are you guys enjoying yourself though? I know. I'm losing brain cells so I can read it all over again. Yura Rikudou, champion of Mega Tokyo. Wrong place. Yura Rikudou, champion of Mega Tokyo. It was Saraman's voice coming from the prism. This message will play for you as soon as you settle into your current placement. I apologize in advance if I didn't tell you everything you needed to know as soon as you're awake, but I fear we have run out of time. Her voice continued as the hologram of Saraman appeared. First of all, you have been asleep for over 300 years, which officially means you're 323 years old. Reviving you was more complicated than we anticipated. When we found your head in the river, parts of your brain had already decayed away. We worked our magic tirelessly for years to restore your head first, but I am afraid some of your memories and knowledge of your mother language may have been lost. What? I said, now realizing I was speaking English and have no memories of Japanese. We tried our best to fill in some knowledge gaps for you, including our language. There was also a side effect with resurrecting your head. It gave you horns. If we had more time, we could have removed them. I'm sorry, Bob has decided to give you her body. Growing an immortal goddess body takes time. And the one we've had for you is not ready. This means that the neck will initially reject you, but give it time and you will find a way to work around it. As a Cerumen message kept playing, the dust that was once Big Julia's body started to circle in front of me, spinning around in a circle very quickly. Cerumen said, "The first mount you pick will be vital, for you must choose something you know will want to be with you. If it fails in battle, it will reincarnate itself." The dust that was once Big Julia suddenly took a new form. It looked like a miniature white horse that was floating in mid-air. It had blue flames coming out of it similar to mine, and then it squeaked at me, seemingly happy to see me. That's how Julia sounds like, right? The dust that was once big. I said, walking up to the creature. Hey there. The form it will take is known as Polka. If it resents you, you best kill it. But if it befriends you, it will be a valuable ally, as it can take on any form you need to become. You best choose wisely though, because it may struggle to learn other forms afterwards. The little creature started to fly around me, almost like it wanted to play. Aww. Silverback wrote this one. Okay. The little wait. Okay. One more thing, one more thing, Yura. Saturn said you would need to find a sword powerful enough to defeat Cromdom. But I fear no sword in our realm will be strong enough to meet his power. Thus, you have to travel to another realm to find such a weapon. This prism will guide you, and in time, it will lead you to allies in your quest. I have faith in you, Yura. Hopefully, you will find what you need in the time you are given. Good luck, champion of Mega Tokyo. The prism started glowing when it stopped the puka, got into my face and wanted my attention. We're almost there, Silverback. Did I credit the wrong author just now? You're an affectionate one, aren't you? I said to him, patting his head. He seemed to like it as his mini hoops tried to reach for my hand. Not as big as he used to be, huh, little Julius? This is how little Julius made. As adorable as he was, I couldn't ride him. I look around to find... one of the dead Nazi had a motorbike next to him. I walked over to it and lifted it off the dirt with my hand. I wasn't holding my hand. Hey, little Julius, I said to him. Did you take on a form similar to this? The little creature seemingly whined and then like as it started to circle the motorcycle, like he was scanning it. He moved really very fast. It was hard to keep up. The little creature eventually stopped and led it next to the bike. And started to change his form similar to that of the bike next to him, yet distinguished enough to look like his own design. The exhaust emitted blue flames, and his white mane looked like it could be found in a dark forest. He looked magnificent. I've never had a motorcycle of my own. I walked up to the bike and sat in the driver's seat. There were hints of the sun rising over the horizon ahead of us. What better destination to start our adventure? Alright, little Julius, are you ready to find a sword powerful enough to defeat Chrome Dome? You knew I was gonna say Chrome Dome. Oh no, did you change it? How did you know I was gonna say Chrome Dome? Oh no. What was Chrome Dome? You changed it. Okay. Oh no. The bike seemed to run on its own. That's right. We maybe made it about 30 meters if so. Then I fell off. Turns out trying to ride a motorcycle with a detached head isn't easy. Looks like I'll need some time to figure out how to balance my head on my plane before I go off on dashing adventures. Maybe now is a good time to stop this story. Little did the new Dullahan know that branded on the back of one of her new horns behind her ear was the insignia of Cromdom. I don't know. Let me. Wait. This is Dullahan Origins. This was by Silverback. Wait. Okay. Wolfer's one. Oh, okay. I credited the wrong person. Origins of Yura Rikudou, Silverback. This one, Dullatales, with the funny face is yours. Oh no, I'm scared. I'm scared. This one is the one that's Wolfer's. Let me get it over here. I thought. I did get it here. Okay, this one is the Wolfer one. Well, let me rest a bit. It was really long, okay? Okay.